Hey guys, how's it going? Back with another video. So for this week's video, I thought we would talk about the Nintendo Switch 2. I did get one on the launch day, and so I took a little footage of me unboxing it, setting it up, getting it all kind of, situated so that we can start streaming it. And since I am doing this video at the end of the week, as I tend to do with these ones, I have tested it out. It's been a few days now, and it's working great. I played a bunch of Mario Kart. I'm still playing it. We kind of had to take some breaks from it because it's been a busy week. I've been streaming all these game shows. This is the week every year that a lot of game shows occur, and they all occur in the same week. It's like there's another batch that happens in like December, but they're so scattered around that time. This is the time where everything's like in a solid week, right? So I've been busy with that all week. But I did have time to sneak in like 2 or 3 days of Mario Kart World, which I'm loving. So let's start with the unboxing. So here is some footage of me unboxing the Nintendo Switch 2. Hey guys, guess what we got? The Switch 2. It is a launch day. I couldn't go get it till the evening, so I'm very surprised that we managed to get one on launch day. I think the price helps, the one good takeaway from the Nintendo Switch 2 being pricey is less people buying it. So, yeah. Just bundles were left, but that's perfect. I actually did want to get the game by case, but then later I had found out a 12-month sub was included, and then I was kind of okay with digital at that point, because a 12-month sub, keep in mind it is the expansion 12-month sub, so that's like $100 worth. So let's open it up. Okay, so it is the very first one, obviously, so it all was just one color that was available. But these are, there is a little color with the Joy-Cons. So, and then our actual Switch, so which you'll see better when I hook it all up. And then our game code. Obviously I'm not scratching it, You guys don't get it. Okay, and then of course all the cables we'll need. Oh, it did come with, I wasn't sure if I was going to have to use my old ones. But yeah, and they're colorful. I like those. So that is, I'm sure you know, but if you're not really a Nintendo person, it's for here. You just put it, I'm not sure where you put it actually, but the old one was just string. Maybe it goes like that or something. I don't know. Okay. I heard that the Pro for the Switch 1 still works. And I like mine. It's purple. I'll show you it. So that's it right there, and yeah, rumor is it'll still work. So that's the controller I plan on using. There's my old Switch right there, so yeah. Now, an interesting thing that I read is that while the games are compatible, like I could play from my understanding, at least 90% of my Switch 1 games on the 2. But what was interesting is that you can't play them on both consoles, so you kind of have to choose. So I'm not sure what I want to do with my first Switch now, because my plan was I was gonna put it over by the TV there, and just it was gonna be kind of like the console that doesn't get attached to stream, just, you know, just a chill like I did back in the old days where I didn't go live and, you know, and just game. But with that restriction, makes it tough. So it does sound like you gotta choose. Obviously you'd choose the new one, but so this must be the dock. Okay, very sporty compared to the last Switch, for sure. And then just some more attachments. And then this must be the code for the, yeah. Yeah, I'm very impressed that this came with it. So, yeah. So 2 codes. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so now time to put it all together. Now the thing that irks me a bit is you see that 4 new members cannot add to existing membership. I really hope that means like new members of expansion pack. Yeah, I'll be a little ticked, you know. Yeah, if there's a huge restriction on a 12-month sub like that, yeah, I'm not about to go make a new account. So I really hope that I'm reading that wrong. Yeah. Okay, so let's grab this sucker. And it may need a bit of a charge, who knows. Okay, so we'll just get everything set up, and then I'm gonna move my old Switch. Okay, and then this sucker would go. Okay, so you don't, with the old one, you had to move it up and down to like connect it. Yeah, it's pretty magnetic. So you just, okay. Okay, for now, these are just gonna stay in the packaging. Okay, so the rest of the cords really are for me to hook up to the monitor, so I'm just gonna swap our setup and get it hooked up, and then we'll turn it on and check it out. That's definitely looking like USB would be, which would be good for my controller. So, let's see. Okay, so there's the connection for this sucker. What the hell? There we go. And then this cord here which is really just the only other cord you'd have. So if you didn't see it well and you're looking at this as a guidance, yeah, don't worry about it. Pretty basic. Okay, so now we'll just put this back on. Okay, there we go. unplug our, here's our old one. You can look at it while we just unplug it to make our room. So there's our two lovely switches side by side. Yeah, the new one on the left, old one on the right. In case you're interested in my setup, I plug it into here. That's my, I call it a switch, but we have the Nintendo Switch that this video is about, so that could get confusing, but it's an HDMI switch. So that's going to be for this one, of course. And it will go in here. Okay, so that's in the switch, the HDMI switch. and then we're grabbing our main power supply here, and that is for our only other cord, and put that in there, and I'm gonna drag it behind as well, and you can't actually, yeah, you see it, so that's gonna go over here. Okay, that's powered in. And now you see this sucker, that's my Elgato, and I use that for our monitor. Yeah. So what that means is I'm just gonna unplug, you can see the back of my computer there. We're just gonna unplug this. That's how we're gonna test it today. And then I'll just plug it in here. And we'll see if I remember my Nintendo Switch password, because I never need to use it. It just keeps me connected all the time. There's our setup. And we'll just turn it on. Okay, there we go. Okay, yep, this is the controller. You just have to hit a button to make it kind of see it. So English, US, the Americas, accept. I guess LA it is. I have the fan on, so if there's a little interference, I apologize, guys. But I do like that there is a stand. I didn't even notice it on the thing. But yeah. Okay. Detach. Well, they're already... Do they want me doing that right now? I think they're just showing me stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's update the system. Okay, so now there's a transfer. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to get one. Okay, skip for now. Okay, so okay, move this system and the source system close together. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, they're one's in front of the other. Okay, open the home menu and select. I don't see a system transfer. Let's see. System settings, system, and then system transfer. I don't see it. Maybe I need to update? Yeah, let's do this update. Maybe that's why I don't see it. There we go. Okay, system transfer to Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, so just point you back that way because I'm sure something will happen when I hit A. So basically this comes up. So we'll just do next. And you can keep playing compatible software on this. Okay. It is. And we'll just put it beside just in case. What's it doing? Oh, it's my Animal Crossing data file. So yeah, put my trust in you, Nintendo. That's a big file. Don't do anything bad with it. Connect the AC adapter. Really? After I unplugged everything? Okay, so we're stuck on that screen. Okay, connect and keep them. Okay, there we go. We did nothing really there. It was just taking a minute. Okay, good to know. I like change of screens. Oh, interesting. So we could have our colorful Nintendo Switch then, because it looks like I could use those at Joy. Well, they wouldn't connect the way. Yeah, they wouldn't connect properly on it. Okay, so that is complete. Theme color from the source system will be carried over. And okay. Nice. Here's our new Switch, and it probably looks basically the same right now. You can see it's charging, so it's got about a 70% charge on it, and the game order looks basically the same as the first Switch. But I can definitely see some difference with the action or the option bars here. It's a little, this whole thing is a lot more slick. I really do like it. And yeah, so game share, and not sure what game share really is. Let's see. So you can play together. Okay, so you can play together using software that supports game share. I imagine most of the new games. Yeah, basically the Nintendo Switch 2 games. Yeah. Okay. Virtual game cards. Whose virtual game card do you want to see? It's just me. Ah, interesting. Yeah, this is because we did the transfer. Yeah. So I like that feature because it's funny because I'm a person that collects all the actual game cartridges and stuff. I have my Nintendo games on my shelf. But what this does is it gives me the best of both worlds because I always loved collecting the actual game cases with the game in it, and that's how I buy all my games. But not gonna lie, it does suck having to put the game in each time. So this is a win-win right here. I think more games or more consoles need virtual game cards. Yeah. So nice, nice. So you select the virtual and load it on the system. Nice. Ah, I see, I see. That is very cool. Yeah. All of there's like a bunch of updates going on right now. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've never put Warframe on the Switch. I don't know why it's there, but you can see that it's grayed out. So, yeah, it is acting like I don't have it. Same with pinball. I did though at a point, and then oh, you know what? It's probably uninstalled. But I never put Warframe on the Switch 1, so that's still weird. Yeah, same with Pokemon. I don't play Pokemon, so for me to have some Pokemon game on here is kind of odd for me. Okay. I do feel like there's definitely some missing. I have a lot more games than that. I have like 10 Mario games, so there's definitely some stuff missing. Breath of the Wild isn't in this list, and it does say can't find, so it probably needs me to load it in at least once. But that's okay. I just thought we'd check this section out. And let's see what's in system settings. See if there's Bluetooth audio. Okay. And there's a lot of things updating right now, so. Damn, 200 gigabytes? Is that what came with the system? I was always real full on the Nintendo one. I didn't look at the gigs, honestly. I just kind of assumed it was gonna be low, but for Nintendo, I would say 200 gigs is really good. I love my Nintendo Switch, but I generally play the same games over and over on it. Yeah, it's not like my Steam where I have 1,000 plus games. Yeah. So that's very awesome. I imagine they did that because with the ability to transfer games from your first one, yeah, you got to have a decent amount of space there. So that is a very cool. Yeah. Yeah, that is crazy awesome. I know 200 gigs isn't a lot in today's world, but for the Nintendo system, I think it is. Unless games are about to be a lot of gigs. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out when we install our first one. But for the Switch 1, I never grabbed an extra card. I might grab one for this one. We'll see when we start getting a little more fuller on the gigs. But with the first one, I was starting to get to the point. I'd never hit the point where I had to start deleting games. Uh, but I do recall the Switch 1 didn't really have a whole lot of like system memory without an extra card attached. I can't remember what it was, but I feel like it was definitely under 100. So yeah, that's crazy cool. Wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, missed the Switch too. Yeah, my other my other Switch I had called Missed Switch. So that's probably why when they did the transfer, yeah, I probably took that name and changed the number. Okay, that's awesome. I imagine we'd be up to date. Yeah, I imagine we would. So now, was this a thing with the one? I can't remember. Was there a system update and a dock update? Huh. Play wake up sound in TV mode. Okay, it all looks good. And yeah, I do like dark mode, so it can stay there. I'm sure it took that setting from the one. And I really like that I'm able to use the same controller. Because not gonna lie, I almost was gonna buy one, and then I did some research to see if this one would work. Because I'm Canadian, so it was already like 800 bucks for this bundle. I didn't really want to add anything extra, so yeah. Okay, so these two pictures you see on screen right now, yeah, we're gonna deal with them. So let's do the membership one first. Okay, we're in the shop. Here is all the games we have access to. So worth noting that it is launch day, so there is only one Nintendo Switch 2 new game. Everything else you see can be played on other platforms. Cyberpunk is not new, it's just new to the Nintendo Switch 2. But people have been playing it on PC for a couple of years now. The only new Nintendo Switch 2 game is Mario Kart World. And that will be the only one for a month. Donkey Kong comes out in July, and then we'll start getting some more Nintendo Switch 2 games. So um so we have this one. I did get the bundle, so yeah. Obviously, like, yeah, why would I get it this early if I wasn't gonna buy, this game? Yeah, so yeah. I can't wait to play it, and as soon as I'm done recording this video, I will be playing it. But just to show you what's kind of sitting in here, this is, all the shit. We got some classics, and I'm looking so forward to. I was so happy that this came with a sub because I'm looking so forward to playing some GameCube games because GameCube was always my favorite Nintendo console. So a lot of these, yeah, aside from Zelda, but a lot of these will be played elsewhere. Yeah, basically the way I work is I only buy exclusives on the consoles. Other than that, I'm a PC gamer. So yeah. And Kirby was a great game. I have the Forgotten Land on the channel, the full playthrough, if you're interested. Um, Forgotten Land was on the Switch one. So we don't plan on buying any games. I'm not gonna lie, kind of spent. Yeah, kind of spent. Yeah, yeah, just spent 800 bucks. So yeah, new games will wait. I don't plan on buying a new game till next month when Donkey Kong comes out, which ironically will be the first Donkey Kong game I've ever played. It's so weird how I've managed to skip Donkey Kong all these years. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. I'm probably not gonna. Wow, they charge for that welcome tour. Definitely not gonna do that. I know how to operate this. Isn't that crazy? This is Canadian prices, of course, guys. But yeah, that's what a Canadian pays for Mario Kart World. Okay, so let's enter a code. And I just gotta scratch it off and get it applied. I like how they gray out the O because that's always where the mess up is, whether it's a 0 or an O. Yeah. Okay. Automatic renewal. I guess that is a pretty big amount. But we don't owe it until next June. So yeah. Yeah, I guess we can stay on auto renew because I will probably I'm not gonna lie, the entirety of my Switch One, I was on the cheap one. I only ever did the Nintendo Switch Online subscription, not the expansion pack. Always wanted to, but it was a lot more. And and yeah, this one isn't too bad. Okay. Yeah, let's redeem. Okay. Okay, we good till next year, June. And yep. So we can play a GameCube now. Okay, continue shopping. We got one more code to put in, which is our Mario Kart. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Nice. Virtual game card added, which makes sense. It was a digital code, I guess, so makes more sense. Okay. Nice. Okay, so that sucker is installing. I'm just eating while we browse this one. Figured we might as well check out the GameCube stuff. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's still downloading. We'll pick one player because it's usually going to be just me. Okay, so we have Wind Waker, which I totally want to replay. I haven't played that since it released back in, God, when was it? Early 2000s. And Soul Calibur is a good one. We got F-Zero. Oh, there's like European and then, yeah. They know my location. Maybe we can filter it so we don't see two versions of every game. Okay, so it looks like that's it for now. until they add more. I'm hoping they'll eventually add Animal Crossing to that list. And that's why I bought the GameCube back then. Basically, it was for Animal Crossing and Wind Waker. I played other games on it, but that was the purchase reasoning. Okay, Rainbow Road time! I consider this one, it's the funnest one, but I think it's actually kind of the hardest one because one fuck up and yeah, especially when you start like this. Like you start in flight. Like look how far behind I was because of that. I think that's what makes it so tough. Get ahead while we can. It should get him. I don't know how he got ahead. God damn, I only got one. Damn it! Man, that put me in third. Did I take the bad one? Oh shit, I'm in first.
It's like, it's hard to be happy about it when you know a blue's gonna come after you. Really hope it don't happen while we're in the air. Damn it. That one sucks too. Fuck. Come on, blue, get him. There's no blue right now, though. But if I was in first, we'd have a blue. Just saying. I believe the finish line's in the air. Nice! First on the toughest difficulty. Fuck yeah. It doesn't place us first for the whole match, but I am, like, super happy that we got first on Rainbow Road. Yeah. Like, I don't even care about second right there. But we will for sure redo it because I want my 3 stars. But I really did not think we would get first on Rainbow Road on the 150cc on the first time we try that. Yeah. But unfortunately, I think it gets us 2 stars. So, but that's okay. I'll redo it and stream sometime. This always puts the credits through. I'm not gonna run the credits through. Yeah. Well, honestly, maybe we will. It's only the credits aren't that long. Yeah, because maybe you want to see them. You know, I need a fishing Lakita or whatever his name is fishing game. There was a section in the last Kirby game where you could fish. Yeah. Well, the last one I played anyway.